In this video, we continue to look at different forms of inheritance. In this case, we're going to look at codominance and incomplete dominance. So hopefully with this video, we'll continue to look at our problem-solving strategies using genetics and using Punnett squares. So what is codominance? Well, codominance is when both alleles are dominant. So both are expressed. You can end up seeing both of the traits. An example of this is hair color in cows. So you can see in the picture in the bottom right there, the red hair and the white hair are both visible. You can often notice a codominance genetics problem when they talk about spotting. So much like in the sex-linked problems, when we write the genotypes in codominance, we're going to use superscripts. But this is the one situation where you may end up using two different letters. Because both are dominant, both are going to have capital letters. So in the case of the cow, to be homozygous for red, you would have big R and big R above the color gene. And in the case of being all white cow, you would have big W. And if you had what's called a roan coat, so the mixture or the spot colors, you would have a big R and a big W. Now, the other type of dominance that we're looking at is called incomplete dominance. And this is different from codominance. In incomplete dominance, neither allele is dominant. Instead, both are expressed as a mixture. In this case, heterozygotes tend to be in the middle of the two different colors, or the two different traits. So the example to the right is in rose color. And if you breed a red rose with a white rose, you'll end up with a pink rose, with pink being sort of in the middle of white and red. So you often notice an incomplete dominance question when there's a blending of the traits. So now that you've read through the question, keep in mind that the first thing that we need to look out for in the question are the genotypes of the parents. So in this question, we have white flowers crossed with pink flowers. And we talked about in the previous slide that in this plant, white and pink and red is an example of incomplete dominance. So we need to have notation for that. So I'm going to use the gene C for color, and I'm going to say that the white flowers have the allele W with it. So that would be my white flowers. So we can add that in. Now the pink flowers, that's a heterozygous. So I still have my C's, but now I have, in a pink flower, we have the red allele and the W allele. So we write that in. Now we can build our Punnett square. And then the question asks, what are the genotype and phenotype ratios of the offspring? So the genotype would be, we have here these two the same and these two the same. So we have 50% are heterozygotes, CWCR, and 50% are homozygous for CW. So the phenotype then is 50% pink, and 50% white.